So it's a couple reasons, in my humble opinion, and it's on both sides too. Starting with the men, about toxic gender norms and all that, at the end of the day, I have the humble belief that women want their man to lead. You want him to take initiatives. You want him to plan dates. You want him to plan vacations. You want to not have to think as a woman when you're with your man. That's just in your nature. And a man truly in his masculine, he wants to do those things. He wants to plan, he wants to go on trips, and he wants to pay for everything. In his true, utter nature, the 50-50 stuff is, you're lying to yourselves. I don't know, I don't know, who am I? Ultimately, the problem is there's not enough men that are actually willing to admit that maybe I'm not the best leader. Maybe I'm not willing to do the work it takes to become that leader, both mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. But then on the flip side, there's so many women out there nowadays that are just not worth leading. They're not worth protecting, paying money for, or anything. No, pause. I don't do the... They're not worth any of that because of the way that they degrade themselves through social media, showing their bodies too much. Most men don't like opposite friendships because most men can't be opposite friends. And women in this day and age still have these expectations of men, but they're not traditional in how they show up either. And I don't blame them. If I wasn't Muslim, I probably would be aiming to be very single for a very long time.
Wow. He doesn't blame women. He doesn't blame men. But he says that the problem is not just women, it's not just men. The problem is with society. We've lost our core values as a society. Most of the men don't want to lead. Life, as we know, is based on gender roles. Naturally, men ought to be providers and protectors, while the woman is the nurturer and the caregiver, the homemaker, But all these values don't exist. They're deteriorating as we speak. We see it all over, everywhere. Every day we see it. On social media, on everyday life, we see it. They are fading in front of our own eyes. The men don't want to lead anymore. The men don't want to be men anymore. The ladies don't want to be women anymore. They don't want to be nurturers anymore. The women are online, flaunting themselves, degrading themselves on social media, while the guys are on there on OnlyFans, being the ones who are paying for these services. Most of the guys prefer to go online and chat 100 women, pay so much money, maybe pay all their money online just to see the ladies, just to see them online. They are not willing anymore to go out in the open, to go out on dates, to go and chat a girl, to talk to a girl like physically on the streets. The men don't want to do the real hunting. The men don't want to hunt anymore. They are so comfortable behind their keyboards, behind their computers, watching and looking at girls online who are flaunting themselves for free, just for nothing. You can just go online and you see a married woman wearing bikini online. Where is her husband? Her husband can't lead anymore. The men can't be husband anymore. How can you say you are a husband and you got a wife and your wife is online flaunting herself, twerking, and maybe with little or no clothes online entertaining other men, and you say this is your wife? We as a society have lost our core values. This is the main issue. We have lost our core values, and every one of us needs to take our own portion of the blame. We should stop blaming men, blaming women. Women are this, men are that. We all need to take our own part of the blame. In order for society to come back to normal and progress, we need to come back. Go back to the drawing board. We all need to go back to the drawing board. And in my opinion, this guy has given the best reasons why men and women are single nowadays and they are not so interested to be in a relationship